Deep fried broccoli. Better than regular broccoli. Hello everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another mukbang. Today is another episode of Munching Mondays, which is my mukbang series. Mukbang is an eating show, so we're gonna eat and we're gonna chat. So if you want to eat with me, grab something to eat if you haven't already, and let's get started. So once again, guys, of course, we are going to be drinking some bubbly. This is grapefruit bubbly, and guys, as you can see in front of me, there is a beautiful looking feast. We are doing sushi. It's been some time, guys. It's been a while since I've done the sushi, and I'm very excited because sushi is definitely one of my favorite foods, and I haven't had it in a while. So let me just take a little sip here. Oh, delicious. Let me just show you what's here. So first we've got some veggie tempura. So we've got some like broccoli, we've got asparagus, we've got what looks like kabocha squash or some kind of squash. We also have yam tempura, all that goodness. We also have some rolls here with yam tempura inside and avocado. And yes, I did make sure there was no egg in the tempura batter. Sometimes they put egg in the batter. And then here, it looks like I forgot what I ordered. It took a while, guys. So it looks like there's some asparagus tempura. On top, there's some yam, and there's also some avocado in here. And then we also have a seaweed salad, if you guys can see. I'm so excited. I'm so hungry, and we're just gonna get started. So let's get some soy sauce. Guys, how are you doing? I feel like it's been a while since I've actually ordered food. The last few times that we did mukbang, I actually made food, and I definitely want to do more of those more often than ordering food, because obviously it's more helpful. But today, guys, I wanted to make sushi, but then I just couldn't be bothered. You know what I'm saying? I was just lazy. I just want someone else to cook for me, okay? I've actually been really... You know, it's funny because when this whole thing started with, you know, restaurants kind of closing down or having to close down or only being able to do takeout orders, I was very adamant on wanting to, you know, support local economy and, you know, buy food from the local businesses and stuff. But then, because I had so much food in my fridge, I just like couldn't, because I'm just like, there's just way too much food for me to go and like buy food. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm just gonna dig in. Okay. Wait, actually, wasabi, people. I'm not like hugely into wasabi, but I do like it in my soy sauce. So it has to be like really well mixed in. Some people like they just really like that wasabi flavor. I'm not really like, I don't know. I like it in a small dose within the soy sauce, okay? I don't know. Do you guys like wasabi? Some people love it, some people hate it. I remember I used to work at a sushi restaurant when I was like really young, like when I was a teenager. And I had to make wasabi. So, you know what, let me just eat first and then I'll tell you about the time I made wasabi. So let's try this like yam tempura avocado roll thing. So good. Anyways, I had to make wasabi as part of my job, and they have this like wasabi powder and you put water in it and mix it. Oh, I'm still scarred for life. It's a little cold, but still good. I'm gonna try this lovely roll here with the asparagus tempura, avocado, there's yam. Guys, delicious. Ginger. I love ginger. How are you guys doing? Ah, I just feel like nowadays, I just always feel like indulging, you know? This is asparagus tempura. Mmm. I'm so addicted to this like seaweed salad stuff. I wonder if this is actually good for you. I feel like it's not. Because I think there's like a lot of sugar, MSG in here. But it's so good. Honestly, I could eat this every day. And I love it. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a little special roll here with the seaweed, which they call wakame, I think. Oh. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, honestly, I love sushi so much. Oh, I started watching Tiger King on Netflix because everyone was talking about it, and started watching it. I'm like midway through the second episode. Oh, I'm like dying inside right now. I think Daniel and I are going to talk about it in our podcast, but it's crazy, the show. This guy is insane. Have you guys seen Tiger King? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you guys haven't seen it, basically like the first episode, again, I haven't finished it, okay? So no spoilers, people. No spoilers. Actually, by the time this comes out, I may have seen it already, but still, there might be people that haven't seen it, so no spoilers. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so the first episode, basically, this guy named Joe Exotic, he owns like a tiger zoo in the US somewhere, and he owns like this tiger zoo, so he like invites people to like pet the tigers, and he owns like hundreds of tigers, and he's just like a bit insane. And then he got charged with, I guess, hiring someone to kill an animal rights activist that was kind of basically trying to shut down this sort of operation, because basically she was trying to make the ownership of tigers, or just big cats in general, illegal in the US, which I guess it's not illegal. I mean, I don't know about now, but I'm assuming it's not. Which is crazy, you know? But you know, people that are going to these facilities and taking a picture with these tigers or these animals, these exotic animals that should not be held in captivity, are part of the problem. So that's the one thing that we need to stop doing as a society. I'm sure you guys already know, okay? But it's just so messed up. So yeah, currently watching that. since, you know, I have no other activities to do. I really need to read. Guys, why am I so bad at actually getting myself to read a book? There were times in my life when I thought I was getting better at reading. But But now, for some reason, I can't seem to get myself to read. Why don't you guys leave me some suggestions? It can be fiction or nonfiction, anything. Something that you think that I couldn't put down, you know? Something that really captivates me. Maybe I'll read it. But one thing I have been doing, guys, I don't know what you guys have been doing during your quarantine situation, but one thing I've been doing is, let me just do a little. Look how beautiful. It's like a wig. You see this? It has hair. Oh. One thing I've been doing is practicing piano a little bit more. Yay! Deep fried broccoli. Better than regular broccoli. So yeah, I've been practicing piano a bit more. My goal is to learn a new song, which I haven't learned a new song in so many years. Guys, I just remembered I had some sriracha mayo left. Come on. Come on. Ooh, yes. So, sriracha with vegan mayo mixed together. And I love having it with sushi. It's so good. Do you see that? Ooh. Yes. I've been trying to practice piano a little bit more because when I was younger, when I was in kindergarten, I think, is when I started playing piano. And I was like pretty good, you know, when I was younger. And it's funny how the songs that I learned when I was like super young, like in elementary school, I can still play some of them. There's a couple that I just like know because I played it so much. I'm the type of person, like once I know a song, like I will play it like forever and ever and not learn anything new because I'm too lazy. But there was this song that I guess I used to play a lot and then I haven't played it for years, like so many years, probably like well over a decade. And then I looked at like my piano book again and I started playing it, and within, you know, just a very short period of time I could play it again because I have that like memory from before, which is really cool. And now I'm an adult, I can't retain any memory. It is crazy how like the things that you learn when you are young, like they just stay with you, you know? This looks like zucchini tempura. So yeah, I'm trying to learn a new song, but it's so much harder to learn a new song at my age. Learning something new is hard, but I'm gonna do it. What's really bad is like when you're young, you don't want to do stuff like practice piano or learn a language or, you know, just like learning an instrument or something productive. Because you just want to go and like chill with your friends and be a kid, which is understandable. But then what's sad is that that's the time when you're the best at learning new things and retaining memory and stuff like that. So good. I love sushi. So yeah, I'll try to learn a new song on the piano. It's harder than I thought. Because like, I think there's like Japanese squash. Okay. It's harder than I thought because I barely remember how to read notes. Like I do know how to read notes, but sometimes like it's hard it takes me like a while to like kind of figure it out. So sad. I think like I did piano until I think I was like in grade 8 when I stopped. But if I had done like I think 1 or 2 more years, I could have been good enough to teach piano. Yes. And now I barely know how to play. So if you're a kid watching this, although my demographic is really not a lot of children, but if you're a young teenager and you're thinking of quitting your sport or your hobby or your instrument that your parents make you play, think twice, okay? Think twice, because when you become an adult, you'll probably regret it. Most of the time, most people do regret these things. Another thing that I quit was French. So I used to go to French school. When I was in junior high, I went to a French immersion. So what that is a school where you learn... why does this apartment make noise? Anyways, it's a school where you learn French. And because obviously, if you guys don't know, Canada is a bilingual country. Canada is a bilingual country. If I can speak proper English, Canada is a bilingual country. So 2 of our official languages are English and French. We have certain schools that are, because like where I live, it's all English speaking, okay? And well, most of Canada is pretty much all English speaking. But we have certain schools where you go and then all the classes are in French and they teach you the curriculum in French so that you can learn French as a second language. So when I was in junior high, I went to a French immersion and then I wanted to continue the French past grade 9. So junior high is grade 7 to 9. And I wanted to continue the French because I wanted to get the French language diploma, which you get after you complete, you know, your high school level French, and then you do like an exam and then you get like a diploma that pretty much says that you are bilingual in French. So I wanted to get that since I already did my French, my 3 years of French in junior high. But then in high school, so when I switched schools, so junior high is 3 grades, 7 to 9, and then I had to go to high school, which is grades 10 to 12. So unfortunately here, they didn't have a French immersion high school specifically, but they had high schools with a French program attached to it. So I went to a big high school with a French program, and that requires you to take like a certain number of classes in French. So for example, I had to take like, I think social studies in French and a few other, maybe 1 or 2 other classes in French. And unfortunately, the reason why I quit is because my grades were suffering because I was learning the course, the same material as the other English speaking people. I was learning that, but also in French, so it made it 10 times harder because I wasn't completely fluent in the French language. So I was like learning 2 things at once. So my grades were really low in the specifically French classes. So I don't know why I gave you that entire life story, but here we are. I think the reason why I'm telling you this is to justify why I quit French. So that's why I quit French. That's a better excuse than my piano excuse. My piano excuse, I just didn't want to practice anymore. Not a very good excuse. French language, I understand because, you know, in high school, your grades matter. Because, you know, if you want to go into university, your average matters. People are looking less at the fact that you know, are taking French as a second language. They would rather have a better, you know, grade point average. So that was like a bit of a problem with that French program because I know a few other people, most of my friends dropped out because of that same reason. Because once I switched out of the French program and into the regular English program, my grades went up like so much. So it made a big difference. So I feel like, I don't know, any Board of Education people listening here, if a student has to learn a second language on top of the actual class, they should be marked a little bit differently. Just a crazy thought, I don't know. That's why I quit French. It would be nice if I was fluent in French though. Wouldn't that be cool? I did do I did live in Quebec province for a little bit in university. During university, I did take like 2 French courses as like my electives. And then I also went to live in Quebec in a city called Chicoutimi. Anyone in Quebec? I was in Chicoutimi, guys. So everyone there is like just speaking French all the time. It's like super Quebecois, you know? I'm getting full, but this is very delicious. Although I must say, it's not the best sushi I've had, for sure. But to me, like, some sushi is better than no sushi, so. Even if it's like quite bad, I'll probably still eat sushi, you know? Alright guys, I've got 3 pieces left, a little bit of seaweed salad left, but I think I'm gonna put it in the fridge because I cannot eat anymore. Well, I probably could eat more, but at this point I should probably stop because I'm very full. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if I finished what I was saying. What was I saying? So I was living in, oh yeah, I lived in Chicoutimi. I lived in Chicoutimi for 5 weeks, and I did like a French immersion there as well in university. That was a fun little experience. Yeah, so I kind of like revamped my French, although I was pretty bad at that point. I was very rusty. But they put me in like a advanced class. We did a placement test in the beginning. So some people that do this program speak no French at all. So then they have to like, you know, test out who speaks how much French. So I actually got put in one of the top classes, I guess because I still have some retained memory, but I struggled, you know what I'm saying? Because I forgot so much stuff, and a lot of the people in my class were like much better than I was at French. So anyway, that's besides the point. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought of this video. Did you enjoy eating with me? What did you eat? What did you think about everything I talked about today? Do you have any questions? Leave me a comment. Leave me some comments below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, guys. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more mukbang videos, more vegan content. And oh, once again, guys, if you're bored, you're in quarantine, you're bored, you don't know what to do with your life, you just want to keep hearing me talk, then go and listen to our podcast. My friend Daniel and I, we have a podcast. For those of you that don't know, we have a podcast where we talk about all kinds of nonsense, all kinds of stuff, okay? Sometimes we get philosophical, sometimes we talk about societal issues, sometimes we talk about stupid shit we see on Netflix. So you get the whole shebang. So if you guys are bored and you're in quarantine and you just want to join us for conversation, we have a YouTube channel as well, so you can check out the YouTube channel where we actually film ourselves talking, but we also have podcasts in your favorite podcast platforms. So once again, link is below. Give us a little subscribe, you know, and would really appreciate it. Anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm going to go and watch another episode of the Tiger King extravaganza. By the time this comes out, I'll probably be finished the series. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!